Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie, and with us today is my dog Winston. So I will be leading you through a yin practice. So just coming to your mat and Sukhasana, setting your intention. And let's find extended child's pose. And from here, connecting to your breath. And during this practice, we will be finding stillness, quietness, feeling the sensations that arise in our body, noticing our thoughts, becoming the witness to those. Let's come into downward facing dog. Just start to notice how your body feels. We will be focusing on our hips as well as our lower back. Our first yin posture of the practice is Malasana. So finding a squat. And if you need to modify, you can place a block or a bolster or a pillow underneath your tailbone. But keeping the eyes closed, hands at heart center. During this posture, continue to lengthen your spine as you lengthen through the crown of your head, as well as finding space all the way down towards your tailbone. And continuing to stay with your breath. And slowly place your hands on the mat and find ragdoll position. So heel toe the feet, hip distance apart, grab hold of opposite elbows, bending through the knees, and just sway from side to side. Finding downward facing dog again. And step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. You can, as we come into lizard, you can either use a block, you can stay on your palms, or coming all the way down to your forearms. And again, settling here. The knee and the ankle are in line with one another. Your left leg is completely relaxed. And try not to grip with your hands, keeping your hands away from each other to relax your fingers, and try not to tense up anywhere as you breathe into the stretch. And of course, noticing your thoughts, feeling the sensations in your body, and finding stillness. Start to deepen your breath, pressing into your palms if you aren't already there, and find downward facing dog. And coming into lizard on the left side. So again, noticing the knee and ankle being in line with one another. So whatever you did on the right, try to mimic on the left. Yep, knee in line with ankle, just showing that there. So either using the block, staying on your palms, or coming down to your forearms. And just noticing here, finding stillness. Eyes are closed and remaining calm. And just breathing, inhales and exhales through your nose. Start to, again, deepen your breath. Taking your time, pressing up as you come out of the pose, downward facing dog. Just notice how your hips feel, your hip flexors, and let's slowly come down to our knees, and we're going to come into Virasana, hero's pose. So just showing here, you can modify the posture, taking a block in between the ankles and having a seat. Just resting your hands on your thighs. Of course, if your quads and your knees have a little bit more space, just sitting in between the feet, you can stay upright or start to recline all the way down like I'm doing. Arms can be down by your side, or you can reach the arms up over your head, grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Try to keep your navel just slightly moving towards your spine. This is a slight back bend, so breathing into your back and, of course, the front of your legs. And really finding stillness here. So to start, it doesn't necessarily matter with you coming into reclined hero's pose, Supta Virasana, if the knees are touching, but you don't want the knees to be lifted from the mat. So as you start here in this posture, if you've reclined down and the knees are still grounded, but they're slightly apart, that's okay. But if you notice that it's really pulling on your knees or that the knees are lifted, I would either just come to the elbows and the forearms, or you can just keep your torso lifted and just stay seated in between the feet. And just breathing here, relaxing here, noticing here. As we're slowly about to come out of the posture, if you're reclined down, just bring your arms down by your side. Just start to deepen your breath and take your hands underneath your lower back and pressing the hands in towards one another, lifting up. Just slowly come out of the posture, keeping the eyes closed, keeping the body relaxed. Just take a moment here. Deepening the breath. And slowly break the pose, extend your legs out in front. Just kind of shake the legs, allowing the blood to flow back. Deepening the breath here. We're going to find Firelog. So stacking the right leg on top of the left. I am sorry that Winston is in the way. I promise he is about to move. I was trying to have him move, and of course he got right where my legs are. So stacking the right leg on top of the left. Finding Firelog. You can prop yourself up on a blanket or a block, but you want the feet to be flexed to protect the knees. Having the ankle on top of the knee on top of the ankle. If you have the space, you can walk the hands out in front. And you can also start to walk the hands out even more, which I'm about to do, and just kind of allow the head to completely drop. So breathing into your lower back and your outer hips. Notice how this feels on your knees. And this posture, not going over your edge, just allowing your body to naturally open up, and of course staying connected to your breath. Let's take a couple cycles of breath here before pressing up. Send the legs out in front. And again, just shaking the legs out, getting the blood flowing again. And just noticing how you are feeling. We are halfway through our practice, so just noticing any patterns. Noticing if your body is finding any resistance or if your body is allowing itself to let go. And we are going to switch sides, so stacking the left leg on top of the right. So of course in Firelog, this really gives your lower back and your outer hips space. Keep your feet flexed to, of course, protect your knees. And you can stay upright, or you can really fold all the way down like I'm doing. Just really surrender and relax. During yin, I keep my eyes closed throughout the duration. In a way, it's me practicing pratyahara, withdraw the senses. So taking away that distraction of my sight, not focusing on something. I'm just allowing my eyes to close, and that allows me to really be present with my breath, be present in my body. It allows me to really draw inward in my practice. It took me a long time to be comfortable with being uncomfortable in some of these postures. Yin was a very difficult practice for me to obtain. It took me a while. So deepening the breath again, lifting the torso, extending the legs out in front. Shaking the legs out, again, allowing the blood to flow. Just noticing. As we move into our next posture. Keeping the eyes closed if that's still comfortable. We're going to find supported bridge. So grabbing your block, showing the different heights to use your block, lowest, medium, and tallest. You'll recline down, soles of the feet flat down to the mat. And lifting the hips up, taking the block where it is comfortable for you, meaning height-wise, and then taking it to your sacrum, your tailbone. Arms can be down by your side or reaching your arms up overhead, allowing the back of your head to relax, soles of the feet to relax. I love this posture because I'm not a very back-bendy person, but it really gives my lower back some space. Creating the shape, feeling very supported, but at the same time feeling very restorative. And again, connecting to your breath. And deepening your breath. Let's slowly come out of it, arms down, and then pressing into the soles of your feet, removing the block. You can definitely feel the posture as soon as you remove the block. Lifting your legs up, just releasing the lower back, and then hug the knees in towards your chest. Taking a spinal twist here, dropping the knees over to your right. So if this feels good, you can stay here in your spinal twist, or you can take eagle legs, shifting the hips over to the left and crossing the left leg over the right as you drop both of your knees over towards the right and gaze towards the left. We won't be here long. Just find stillness, feeling the stretch, feeling the release in your lower back. For me, sometimes I feel it in my hips. But my shoulders are grounded. Continuing to reach away with my left hand. Let's slowly come out of it. The legs are crossed, uncross them. And shifting the hips over to the right, you can drop both knees over to the left as you extend your right arm away from you. Or you can find eagle legs again, crossing the right leg over the left, allowing the knees to fall over towards the left as well, reaching away with the right arm. Allowing everything to settle here. Slowly coming out of the posture, uncross your legs, extending your legs up. Hug the knees in. Taking your time, finding Shavasana. Arms down by your side, palms facing up, extending your legs long. Of course, eyes are closed. And slowly come back to your natural breath. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch, waking your body back up. Allow the knees to fall over to the right as you roll over. And keeping your eyes closed, just notice how your body feels. And take your time, press yourself all the way up to Sukhasana. So we're going to do a quick breathing exercise, finding Sukhasana, and taking a couple of inhales and exhales. With your right thumb, close off the right nostril and take 6 full inhales, 6 full exhales through the left. Really try to lengthen out your breath and just notice how the left side feels. So of course my 6 cycles of breath may be a little bit slower or faster than yours, so just do it at your own pace. And we are going to switch sides, so left thumb, left nostril, sealing it off, and taking 6 cycles through the right. And again, just noticing. I know for me, my right side was very open compared to my left. But if that's the case for you, or if it's reverse, try not to find any constriction, not trying to strain here. Just taking your time. And release your left hand down, deepen your breath. As always, thank you so much for sharing your time, sharing your practice. Please leave your feedback in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can find me on social media, Instagram under Just Call Me James. And of course on Facebook, Jamie Forbes Mercadante. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bring your hands to your heart. Sealing that intention. Namaste.